What business have you here?
I am an Inquisitor of Bast. Now speak. Why are you here? Yes, I am sworn to protect Sabu from those that would defile it. This shrine is dedicated to Anubis, warrior servant of Kethra. For millennia we have sought to prevent her return, to seal away her power and that of her allies. The Anubites must all perish. So speak. Why are you here? Really? In that case, I don't want one.
You came a long way just to die here. Where are you going, coward? Get back here, Anubites! Your servant to destroy your enemies!
You may yet redeem yourself.
Go now and talk with the crocodile in the temple. Tell her you walk my path.
So it would seem. I can tell you're not from Sabu originally. Where has your path led before this point? I wish to know everything. Every detail. To understand the path Anubis has laid for you, I must know what has already transpired. as are many. The great temple of Anubis requires the effort of many hands in its construction. A necessary evil, but one you have seemingly overcome. Though, now you are a slave to your own desires. Are you truly free? I see. Though I suspect this detail does not truly impact the path you have taken. Is there anything else of note? It is powerful magic that binds a keystone, and a very specific ritual to unseal each. How did you break the enchantment? It seems she's undoing the efforts of those cat-worshipping zealots. What more do you have to tell me? I know the ones. What of them? Of course. Adepts of the Broodmare, spreading idle gossip as keenly as they spread their legs. You fought the Inquisition and survived. Impressive. What happened to the Inquisitor herself? So, you communed with the Jackal himself. Fascinating. What did he ask of you? Whilst I am a crocodile, and I am indeed here at the great temple of Anubis, I do not yet understand why he has sent you here. Tell me, what do you truly know of Anubis, of Kethra? What have you heard of the cat goddess Bast? Strange, then, that you would wish to pledge yourself to Anubis. Would you like to learn? I know much of their history. Strange, then, that you would wish to... I can explain just the key moments, or delve deeper into the history of Sabu. Very well. The story of Sabu is the story of the god Queen Kethra. When she first arrived in this place, it marked a new era. Sabu then was a harsh desert land, much as it is now. However, the only beings that lived here were humans, mortals. Kethra wasted no time in bending Sabu to her will. Granting a chosen few the power of ascension, she forged the first demigods. The power of these beings was immediately clear, and it seemed they had made Sabu a true paradise. The inhabitants of Sabu were blessed with endless food, wine, and luxuries. They wanted for nothing. With no need for toil, and with the influence of Kethra's own lust, libido soared and the populace surrendered to desire. Day and night. One could scarcely take a step without brushing past writhing bodies, locked in a carnal embrace. Over time, Kethra blessed more and more of her people, elevating their forms and granting token fragments of her power. As with all things, however, it was not to last. And, as is often the case, she was betrayed by the one closest to her. The cat demigod Bast, second to be raised by Kethra, was envious of her queen's power. She gathered outcasts to her, the handful who did not cherish the gifts bestowed by Kethra, and formed her Inquisition, twisting the minds of her faithful. She convinced those zealots that the God Queen was sin itself, her words blasphemy. Working in secret, they killed countless minor demigods, sealing their power away in enchanted ritual vessels and keystones. Bast knew that in doing so, she bound those fragments of Kethra's power within, rendering the God Queen vulnerable. Precious little is known of what happened to Kethra. Only that Bast usurped her throne, declaring herself God Queen Bastet. Her rule was turbulent and brief, having fanned the flames of Puritanism to oust Kethra, the fire of zealotry burned out of control. As a creation of Kethra, Bast's own followers saw her as equally sinful as the deposed God Queen. Naturally, they turned on her. Sabu has since been torn apart through infighting. Kethra's remaining demigods fighting over scraps of land, with no need for toil, and with the influence of Kethra's own lust. Libido soared, and the populace surrendered to desire. They day and night. One could scarcely take a step without brushing past writhing bodies, locked in a carnal embrace. This cult seeks to restore Anubis that he may end this curse, that Sabu might once again be an oasis of prosperity. So, do you wish to serve the High Priestess in her goal of restoring the Jackal? Will you walk the path of Anubis? Very well. Whilst I believe the things you have told me to be true, I cannot say that I fully trust you. Before I can grant you an audience with the High Priestess, or induct you into the cult of Anubis, you must prove yourself to me. I asked if you feel alright. You look as though you've seen the restless dead. I already have a task in mind. The High Priestess has requested that the ritual vessel be recovered from the Tomb of the Ascended. The tomb itself is comprised of many shrines that were constructed by Bast to house the bound remains of slain demigods. Among those interred is Katash, a demigod known as the Succubus. It was her ritual vessel the High Priestess requested. Make your way to the Shrine of Katash and retrieve the sealed vessel within. With this act, you will earn my trust. Your deeds alone will gain my favor. Go now, and return only when it is done.